also what the topics we have studied earlier. Two topics of soil we have studied. These are the major topics: soil profile, which are having the 4 layers, and next topic, that is type of soils. There are 3 types of soils we have studied, that is clay soil, sandy soil and loamy soil, and with their mixtures also we have studied. Even I have done soil erosion also. So last topic of this chapter, soil, is properties of soil. This is the last topic. So let's cover this topic now. Properties of soil. Soil contains air. This is the major point of the first property. Soil contains air. You can see, firstly, a beaker I am taking. In this beaker, water is kept and some soil is also kept. As soon as you put a soil in this water, what will happen? The bubbles will come out through it. Why the bubbles will come out? Because as the bubbles come out, the air space between these particles, which contain air molecules, that will expel out and the water will take the place of these bubbles. And when these water take place, these bubbles, definitely they will come out. Okay. Class, welcome for today's science class in 7th. I hope you all are fine and you have studied the last topics also of chapter soil. We have done major 3 topics. First, we have done the soil profile, that is of 4 types: top layer, sublayer, substratum, and then it is bedrock. Next, we have studied the type of soils. There are 3 types of soils major. First, we have done sandy. Second, we have done clay, and third, loamy. After that, we have done the mixtures of these soils. What are the amount we are mixing and what are they helpful for growing the crops. Third topic, we have done soil erosion also, and we are on the last topic, that is properties of soil. So in this topic, soil contains air. First property of soil I am going to take with this small experiment. I have taken a beaker. I have kept the water in it and I poured some soil in it. As I poured some soil in it, these bubbles are of the air which is present in this space between the soil particles, and the water enters the space between the soil particles and expels the air present there. This expelled air is seen in the form of bubbles. Okay. And coming out from the soil that I can see, we all can see. Yes. So what does this conclude? That soil contains air present in its space between its particles. Yes, air is present between the particles. Okay. So second property I like to take is soil contain water or moisture, we can say. Yes, beta, next property I am taking, soil contain water. I have taken a beaker. In this beaker, I have taken soil, Bunsen burner to heat it up, a watch glass to cover it up. So what you will see, I am heating this container which is containing soil in it, and as I start heating it, what will happen? The air bubbles will start coming out of it. And when they heat it, the water present in it evaporates, forming water vapors. And this hot water vapors rises, gets cooled and condensed. After condensing, it will be visible on the wall of this beaker, okay, in the form of water droplets. This experiment shows that the soil contains moisture and water vapors and water particles, I can say. When you go through a farmland during the summer season, what will happen? when you walk on that land, when the soil is so much hot, it contains of course moisture, but when you walk on it, you feel some vapors coming out of it. You feel the heat that is coming out of it. And why? When it evaporates, the floor will shimmer. Yes, the floor will shine. That's proof that the land was wet and the vapors are coming out of it. So this all proof that land contains moisture, means soil contains moisture in it, or it contains some water particles. Yes, beta, next property is soil allows water to percolate. What happens in this? When you just spit the water on the soil, what will happen? Some water will get inside the soil and some will get absorbed. And the process in which the water passes slowly through the soil, that is called percolation of water. Some was absorbed and some goes through into the soil, and which goes through into the soil or passes into the soil, that's called percolation of water. What will be the formula if we have to calculate the percolation of water? That is volume of water percolate in soil upon time taken for this percolation. So we can measure the amount also. A numerical is given in your book, that is 100 ml of water takes 10 minutes to percolate completely in a particular soil. Calculate the percolation rate of water in this soil. So what you have to take? Water, volume of the water that is percolated, that is 100 ml. Time taken for percolation is 10 minutes, that is given in the book. And the question, according to the formula, the percolation rate of water in soil, what is the formula? It says that volume of water percolated upon the time taken for the percolation is equal to the whatever the values that are given. You can put on these values, like volume of water percolated is given 100 ml. You will put it 100 ml over here. When 10 minutes are given, you will put 10 minutes here. After the calculation, you will get the answer 10 ml per minute. This is the answer that all we have done with the soil allows water to percolate through it. Yes, beta, next is fourth point is soil can absorb water. Maximum soil, it means every soil cannot absorb the same amount of water. Every soil is having a different property of absorbing the soil. As we have done earlier also, sandy soil absorb less water, as clay soil absorb more water, and the loamy soil absorb adequate water. So this is all oral we have done, but how much percentage the water is absorbing by the soils? So that we will do within a small little experiment. I am going to take the 3 test tubes. In this I have kept a funnel with the soil in it, and in first container it is, first test tube it is sandy soil, second test tube it is clay soil, third test tube it is loamy soil. What will happen as you pour the water in it, what will happen? The maximum water will filter over it and it will be connected in the test tube when the bottom is in the sandy soil, and minimum water will be collected in the clay soil, and quite more water than the clay soil will be collected over in the loamy soil. So this all the measurement can be seen very nicely. After that we have to take out the percentage. There is a formula for that. Percentage of water absorbed by the soil, that is equal to the mass of the water absorbed by the soil upon mass of the soil taken into 100. Whatever the values you are going to take with the mass of the soil, means if you are taking the mass of sandy soil, you will write it over here. When the mass you are taking with the clay soil, you will write it here, and same you will do with the loamy soil also. After that, whatever the water it is absorbed by it, you can write it over here into 100. That will come the percentage of the water that is absorbed by the soil. Last point is soil can absorb water. In this I like to take one numerical. The question is there in the book is 50 ml of water was added dropwise to 50 gram of dry soil kept in a filter paper in a funnel. The amount of water collected in the graduated cylinder below was found to be 40 ml. Now calculate the percentage of water absorbed by the soil. What you like to take first, mass of the soil taken, you will take 50 gram, that is given in your question. Volume of water poured, that is 50 ml in it, that is also given. And the volume of water collected, that how you will take out 50 ml minus 40 ml. Then you get it 10 ml over here. Now what you will do, mass of the water absorbed by the soil, that is equal to 50 ml minus 40 ml. Then 10 ml you will get the answer. Now what you will do, as 10 gram will be converted, mass of the water absorbed by the soil is equal to 10 grams. Then put this 10 gram upon 50 grams into 100 according to the formula. What was the formula? Mass of the water absorbed by the soil, that is 10 grams, and mass of the soil taken, that is 50 grams. And into 100 that I have taken out, calculate these values and you will get the answer in percentage, that is 20%. The percent of the water absorbed by this soil is 20%. That all we have done with the properties of soil with the experiment that is given in the book, and I have covered the numerical part also. Just revise this part. Now next we are going to take the book exercise. Just try the exercise with your own. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.